Ai te mana whakawā.
Marama Fox.
I'm just struggling to get some composure after that comedic effort. Thank you very much. E te mana whakawā. Oh, there's an apple. At 9 a.m. on Monday, the 20th of October, the 51st Parliament introduced a new convention, a karakia taunaki to gather us together under the mantle of Te Tiriti o Waitangi. It was really a special occasion, an occasion of kotahitanga in this House of Representatives, a place to place our faith and respect in Te Tiriti as the founding document of this country. And I was proud that the Māori Party was able to contribute to the involving sense of traditions in this place. And I look forward to our ongoing discussions about our maturing nationhood. Perhaps a new flag, discussions about perhaps a new national anthem. That might go a long way. Discussions around relationships between the rangatiratanga flag and other symbols of national identity, shared priorities which reflect the relationship between tino rangatiratanga on one hand and kāwanatanga on the other. It was a good start to the year, and there have been other signs that create reason for optimism about our future as a nation. The Māori Party was so pleased to sign up to a relationship accord with the national government, te tatau ki te pairangi, a doorway to our horizons. The relationship signalled the momentum of moving forward, the promise of ongoing investment in whānau ora, the ongoing mahi of the Ministerial Committee of Poverty, a focus on Māori economic and regional development, and encouraging greater participation in the electoral process, an engagement strategy with whānau, hapu and iwi, Māori organisations and businesses. E te mana whakawā, a famous writer, Wiremu Shakespeare, once said, action is eloquence. We heard last night one of our whanaunga, the late Parekura Horomea, who though he liked to play with words, was also very concerned about action. And so my esteemed colleague, Tudoro Flavel, and I are determined to be elegant in our eloquence, active in our advocacy, and passionate for our people. In the 2 months since that relationship accord was signed, we have initiated 2 nationwide consultation exercises. The first to return to the people to gauge their views on how best to take up this political opportunity. The second, led by Tudoro, to listen, learn and familiarise himself with the people and priorities of his ministerial portfolios. We take engagement seriously. We have thrown open our doors and we have invited our colleagues and our friends in that we might find kotahitanga in this place that symbolises our nationhood. Hey, I sat down and had a long conversation with you, Tracy. You can come to my office anytime you like. But that is why it is a matter of great pride for me at the start of this week to be able to promote the amazing leadership demonstrated by Andrew Judd in recommending that under the treaty, mana whenua have a claim to 50% of the seats on council tables. Oh my goodness, the cries around the country of injustice, the one rule for all, something that my friends over here don't like to talk about too much. So I was absolutely delighted to take up, this is Rawiri, he's my friend. This is our opportunity to look at leadership. It was a matter of such despair last week to see the retrograde step taken by the Whanganui City Council in overturning the minister's decision to spell Whanganui with an H. The iwi have told us that the correct interpretation of the name Whanganui is the long wait. Wanga meaning wait, nui meaning large or long, but surely the long wait for justice to correct a typo shouldn't take 166 years. E te mana whakawā, we must be vigilant in continuing to work together on these matters to ensure synergy between local government and central, an open relationship between iwi and the Crown a dialogue within communities. Nowhere is that dialogue and leadership needed more than in the area of violence. And I am proud that Tūroro, our white ribbon ambassador, and I are totally determined that the elimination of harm is our top priority. We want to see all our whānau supported to be the best they can be, to live without fear, to be courageous in their ambition, and to live their own dream. Last week we stood on the steps of Parliament and unveiled the Māori Men Stopping Violence Handbook, using kaupapa Māori practice as a framework for ensuring Māori is value added in this country. That is where whānau water is and always will be the opportunity for our greatest transformation to occur. As we approach the season of goodwill, we must ensure that our whānau are encouraged to take back control of their lives, to live a way which enables them to truly realise their potential. We want all our children to feel the gift of love, to know the world awaits them, and to be excited by that possibility. We want our parents, our aunts, our uncles, our kuia and karaua to always know how important their strength is to our pā harakeke. We want our whānau to stand up for their own, to enable our whānau haua to determine their own lives, for our whāngai to know their whakapapa and to experience the joy of connection, for the diversity of whānau to be supported, to know that their greatest opportunity is to create the sense of belonging that makes us all strong. We are resolute in our drive to eliminate poverty, to ensure that debt and deprivation do not define the limits of our world. We will continue to place a premium on housing. Homelessness must not be a part of our present or our future, and I pause at this time to think of all of those who this year for Christmas will be experiencing that in a car, on somebody else's couch, or not anywhere at all. We are absolutely committed to creating real jobs, to enable the Māori economy to thrive, to take due care and action in protecting our beautiful natural world from exploitation or abuse. We will do all that we can to sing our songs, to let our language live, to enable all of our whānau, hapu and iwi, to know their tribal richness, to ensure all children understand the history of this nation, not just Māori children, but all children, to create an expectation that all public servants must be culturally intelligent. We will continue to place priority on whānau doing for themselves, tending their marakai, taking responsibility for educational outcomes, investing in health and well-being as their greatest asset of hope. And in doing all of these tasks, we know that we have the greatest privilege and responsibility in answering the call from our constituency to bring the strong and independent voice of Māori into every debate. E te mana whakawā. While really this 51st Parliament has only just begun, already we have been overwhelmed by the incredible dedication and commitment of the team within the parliamentary precincts. The Office of the Clerk, Mary Harris, the Deputy Clerk, the Table Office, the Library team who help us to pull magic out of the hat through their extensive support. The efficiency of the Hansard, of course the interpreters, tēnā koe, matua wiremu, the fantastic security team who keep us safe with a smile, the hard-working and wonderful cleaning staff, the staff of Copperfields and Bellamy's, the IT team which has helped me keep in touch with the world out there and remind my children what I look like, the building staff who look after our offices, the finance staff, the human resources team, VIP drivers, the people with the white gloves, the messengers, the telephonists, the parliamentary and ministerial staff, the travel team, and of course our very own Māori Party team, our advisors, our electorate infrastructure, our president, vice presidents, National Council, and here I make special mention of our very own Helen Lay. I look around all of our parliamentary colleagues, and for some of us we share whakapapa. Ron, I meant to vote for you when you were put up for the Speaker because I thought that might be the only vote you'll ever get. But that's okay. That's okay. You're still my cousin. We thank you, Mr. Speaker, for your team. We acknowledge the Prime Minister, my new found friend. Mr Brownlee, the Leader of the House, the new Leader of the Opposition, Mr Little, fellow party leaders, all the elected representatives. In the spirit of the season, we wish you all goodwill. Mr Speaker, my colleague and I would like to finish with a little Yuletide song, Waiata. On the 12th day of Christmas, Māori Party gave to me 12 tweeters tweeting, 11 sizzling fried bread, 10 fattened power, 9 foxy children, 8 juicy kinners, 7 seats are waiting, 6 pois are twirling, 5 whānau ora.
Navigators.
4 burning questions, 3 iron Māori, 2 smart co-leaders, and a merry krihi me te ki a koe.